Hello, people of planet Earth, and I am your host, James S Cassidy. That's right, I'm back from vacation, and I have some important news for you. I decided we're not going to do Narasaku anymore. Isn't that right, Steve?
Yeah, we've seen the light.
Yeah, we sat down, we had a conversation, and we finally realized that, in reality, NaruHina is the best couple ever.
No doubt about it.
How can you argue with it? Think about this for a second. This girl loved him from the beginning. I don't like that stupid Sakura who treated him so crappy in the beginning. Not Hinata. She loved him from the very beginning.
Yeah, and even the anime emphasizes upon that. She appears in the first episode, whereas unlike in the manga, she didn't even appear until the tuning exams.
Yeah, and you know, come on, let's be honest with something. You know how many comparisons there are to Hinata to other anime characters, and the parallels that they have with her? Look, Goku got with Chi-Chi, and Chi-Chi is exactly like Hinata.
Exactly.
Long
Maybe in
black,
terms of child, yeah,
long black
in terms
hair.
of a deep infatuation for a boy she probably barely recognizes.
Yeah, so man, this is like a breath of fresh air. This is like this is like how do I want to compare this to? Like I used to be a brony, but then I saw the light and I realized that man, it's like waking up from a dream.
hmm
A really pretty fucked up dream.
Of course, I can imagine. I just had an epiphany with how Funimation is handling DBZ. I decided to myself, you know what? I'm gonna abandon this hope of Funimation ever releasing DBZ in full screen format because, well, let's face it, widescreen's the way of the future, right? There's no point in arguing against it.
Mm-mm. And we all know the anime is far superior than the manga.
Oh, hell yeah. The anime gives Hinata a better chance. Sure, the manga may be the manga, but, well, I like to think of it as the manga is the base layer, the cement foundation, and the anime builds upon that.
It was just amazing seeing Hinata protect Naruto like that against those what were they, bees or bugs or some kind of like thing?
I think there were bees.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. She protected him anyway.
hmm
And when he saw her naked in the waterfall, and he's like, oh, "Wow, that's so beautiful," I was like so choked up.
hmm Of course, I was partially disappointed because he didn't exactly realize that he was looking at her.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
Because, well, you know, he's an idiot hero. We have to accept that at this point.
No, that's just something Sakura thinks. That's not. He's not an idiot.
Yeah.
But man, I hope I know that as soon as he becomes alive again, and he goes back to reality. I know he's just gonna run right to Hinata and confess his love for her. I know he is. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Sakura putting her,
Hell.
huh?
Hell. Why wouldn't he respond back after God knows how many chapters since she confessed his love for him?
Yeah, and he held her
Sakura.
hand.
Yeah. And all Sakura's doing right now is just putting her arm inside his chest. So what? It's a medical procedure.
Yeah, that kiss too. That was just CPR.
hmm
It's not worth anything. No, no. See, in truth, they're actually brother and sister.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you could tell.
Hmm.
You could absolutely tell. The way they fight, the way they hug, the way they do this. I mean, everything that they do together. I mean, it's totally brother and sister.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I never thought about it. I thought about it like that.
Come on, don't you hug your sister? Well, I don't know if you have a sister. I don't have a sister, but if I had one, I totally hug her all the time. And I fight with her.
Hmm. I mean, I don't have a sister either, but I do have a cousin who's a girl, and sometimes whenever she visits, I constantly fight with her. Sometimes over the most trivial things. But in the end, we all know we love each other, and
Does she ever hit
well,
you?
not love, but
Does she ever hit you?
uh, well, once or twice. But I mean, I know, she, she, and for that matter, she puts a lot of force. I mean, literally, I don't want to admit it, but to you, I think I'll reveal it. I'm actually terrified of her.
You mean
She's that
like how
scary.
Naruto is terrified of Sakura?
Exactly.
You can't base love on that. That's just fear.
Hmm.
You don't see Naruto, but oh, I'm so afraid of Hinata. She's gonna kill me.
No.
Of course, we did have that Road to Ninja movie, but come on, it was just an alternate universe. That's not really what it was.
Yeah, and I mean, if every anime movie were considered canon, then we'd have a whole mess of we'd have a whole mess on our hands.
Yeah, but we know
That's what I
Kish.
love about anime movies.
Yeah, but we all. But I think we both know, dude, that in reality, Kishimoto actually writes the anime. The manga is just like the shorthand version of it.
Yeah.
It's it's impossible. It's impossible. You cannot see it any other way. And
You
and
just
if
can't.
Yeah, and those who do it, I mean, like for all you Narusaku fans out there, you guys are so dumb and blind, so stupid. You just don't see how much Hinata loves Naruto. She gave him medicine for crying out loud.
Yeah, during those preliminary matches before the third part of the tuning exams. She gave him ointment in that small little jar. I mean,
Yeah,
don't you give gifts?
I do have to find a little joke in it. Do you think it said on the side of the jar it says rub it in?
If it did, I'd laugh.
Here, take these with these pills. Walk it off. What? They're ancient Japanese secret medicine. I am joking, but come on, like I've been a Narusaku fan for a long time. I used to be a NaruHina fan. Now I think I'm gonna be a NaruHina fan again because it just makes so much more sense.
Hmm. I mean, we had that conversation. We had that conversation. Just yesterday, and you gave me some basic reasons, and I was like, you know what? It's actually makes more logical sense.
Yeah,
And you know what? Because I'm your friend, I'm going to support you in this. I will convert to a NaruHina fan.
yeah. Do you think we can get 4 Life to join us?
Who knows? So long, we present it in a calm and logical manner. I'm sure he'll see things.
And hey, a lot of people want to like bring up all these other chapters about Narusaku getting together. Hey, you know what? Chapter 540, when a lover then asked Sakura about who she's in love with or made a comment about it, she thought of Sasuke.
Hmm.
That's so anti Narusaku. How could she love? How can Sakura love Naruto if she's too busy loving Sasuke? You know? Oh, Sasuke, the
Mhm.
fangirling. Oh my God, she just wants to play with herself right there in the battlefield when he came around.
As evident by her more surprised reaction. I mean, hell, she even said Sasuke-kun.
Yeah. Sasuke-kun. See, it's just like Naruto-kun, you know? And
Hmm.
Hinata loves Naruto. It's the exact same thing.
Right. Yeah. That's why she says Naruto-kun, is because she loves him.
Yeah. One thing I always find interesting is how the Narusaku fans think like oh how Naruto and Sakura have all this development throughout the manga. It's bullshit. See development doesn't mean anything in a manga because Hinata loves Naruto from the very beginning of the manga. You didn't need to develop anything. She was automatically right there, straight in love. So everything else up to that point is just thought noise.
Exactly. I mean, it won't be long now until Naruto comes to terms. He'll realize it. He'll look back and he'll go, "Oh, wait a minute. I think I love Hinata more."
Yeah,
It's it.
Sakura's just a bitch anyway.
Hmm.
To all those listening out there, if you actually believe everything we have just said right now, April Fools! You actually think we're gonna convert to Naruhina on April 1st?
This easily?
Yeah. And for all you Naruhina fans that are listening right now, and I know you are because I purposely set this up so you'd be attracted to it. You mad, bros? You mad? Oh, they mad.
Of course they're gonna be mad.
The big bad Narusaku podcast hosts are being so mean. Well, you know the motto, Steve.
Of course I do.
Welcome to the Naruhina fan base, where the facts are made up and the manga doesn't matter. Alright, so I think this joke has gone on long enough. What do you think?
I think we've teased them plenty.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a podcast this week. I'm returning as host. So, and just to say this, thank you, Steve, for actually taking over for me for 2 weeks.
No problem. I'm always glad to help.
Yeah, a few people out there that are like making criticisms because I know you are. I was just curious or something, but when I actually read some of the actual criticisms of the comments, ranging from "You suck, Steve. You should die. You're not James S Cassidy," to "You're a much better host. Marry me. Your voice is so sexy." Okay, people, I'll say this right now. Steve and I, there's no such thing as a better or worst host. It's just two different styles. Steve has a different way of hosting, and I have a different way of hosting. Whether you like it or hate one of us hosting, don't look at it as something bad or good. Think of it as just something different. And besides, I'm coming
Hmm.
back.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. No, me and James do not live together. Stop asking. Because honestly, it's not that hard to do a podcast.
Actually, he lives in my
Just need the
basement.
right equipment. Yep,
I I
that I
chain
do.
I
That I
chain him
do.
up to my wall with no pants and give him food out of dog bowls. Why no pants? I have no clue.
Of course, I have to get it before the rats do.
Hey, I gave you a stick.
Yeah, it's useful sometimes.
I hear you downstairs playing like Star Wars music. Making noise.
Uh,
Vroom, vroom. The force is strong with this one. So who do you like to pretend to be, Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker?
Sometimes I like to mix it up a bit.
Oh.
If I feel in a particularly great mood, I'll be Darth Vader. And if I need a little pick me up, then I'll be Luke
You
Skywalker.
become old man. What's Winston doing? Now I am the master. You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I should become more powerful than you ever could imagine. uh, well, till next week.
See ya.